gosh. Hey, what's up, Carolina? Here, Rock 102.1. It's Fall Ball Day, and I have the honor of sitting with frontman from All That Remains, Phil Labonte, correct? Labonte.
Yep.
I've heard it both ways online, and the internet lies.
Now you heard it from the horse's mouth.
I apologize.
My dad said it was Labonte.
Oh, well,
So.
I imagine he would know.
He probably did.
So you're no stranger to the KFMA stages. You guys
No,
have
we
been through
played here a
before.
couple times. Yeah, it's great. I love playing out here. You know, for some reason, Arizona has been super sweet, like extra sweet to All That Remains. I mean, between you guys and there's a station in Phoenix, 98 KUPD, that really gives us props and stuff. And, you know, you guys have been awesome. So, I mean, for some reason, we get tons of hugs.
Yeah,
you know?
we love you guys
Good
here.
stuff.
You're welcome anytime. So let's talk about the album. Came out the beginning of this year.
Yes.
And you gave us the single, This Probably Won't End Well, which
Yeah.
you let one of our listeners jump on stage with you today. How cool is that? What made you guys decide we're going to give somebody the chance to play with us?
Well, you know, I mean, it's a fun thing to do, you know? I mean, there's, you know, we're up there, so if things were to go bad, we would, you know, help them out. But at the same time, it's like we saw their video, we saw them play, and, you know, it's a cool way to interact with people, you know? I mean, it's, and also to be, like, you know, if you're a kid that plays guitar and you get a chance to go on stage and play with a band that you dig, you know, I mean, I play guitar, and I was going to shows when I was, you know, 17, 18, 19, a lot. So if I could have done that, I would have done it in a heartbeat, you know? Super pumped. So
Yes.
it's
So
cool.
take away the rock star status of your life now. If you could jump on stage with anybody, who would you want to jump in and just like jam with on stage at a show?
If given proper rehearsal time, I would want to do something with Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm a super pop fan.
Yeah, I read that about you. So let's see. I had a question for Jeannie, but I'm gonna throw it at you.
Oh boy.
Being a female in radio, it's basically a lot of men, and so I feel her pain being stuck on a tour bus with you guys all
Do you
the time.
think she feels pain?
Well, that's
Are men that insufferable?
Sometimes.
But well, sometimes. But I mean, that's really kind of painting with a broad brush, isn't it?
Well, I'm just wondering, like on the tour bus, is it all burps and farts? Do you guys treat her like
Yeah.
one of the guys?
Well,
or?
it's. I mean, everybody poops. You know, like the book. Everybody poops. So I mean, yeah, there's burps, farts. You know, I mean, sometimes people smell. Sometimes your your shoes stink. I mean, that's part of, you know, being on tour and being in a being in a band, regardless of whether it be, you know, all guys or all girls or some guys and some girls or whatever. Every we've toured with bands that have, you know, a couple girls that either are in the band or that tour with them and stuff, and it's, you know, it's the same thing.
Is
It's
there
always
a breaking in progress, or you just
Well,
throw them in there?
Well, we've known Jeannie I've known Jeannie longer than All That Remains has been a band. I mean,
Right.
she comes from, you know, our hometown and stuff, so we knew each other and stuff. So it was just, you know, I mean, and we were in a van when we started. So if anything, like the ability to isolate yourself from someone else's funk has gone up as opposed to going down, you know.
So is she just as gross now as the rest of you guys then?
Well, you know, I know things about Jeannie's period. I mean, that's, you know, but it happens, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's human. Jeannie knows things about how my farts smell. You know, I mean, it's just what happens when you live in a tin can with the same people all the time, you know?
No, I mean, I understand. Shamonti knows when Shark Week hits for me, so I can
I love it. Shark Week.
I can totally
Brilliant.
understand.
Awesome. I love it.
So you guys are getting ready to kick off a co-headlining tour, yeah?
With We Came as Romans. Yeah.
Excellent. Have you played with them before?
No, I think we might have done some shows with them, but we haven't done like a tour where we're playing every night with them. So they're from what I know, they're really nice guys. I've heard, like, you know, anytime you haven't really spent time with a band or been on tour with a band, and you find out you're going on tour with them, or you talk about going on tour, you know, you'll ask around and be like, hey, you know, are these guys cool and stuff? And I've heard nothing but good things about them. You know, I follow a couple of them on the internet, like on Instagram or something, and they seem like sweet dudes. So, and if you're the kind of person that seems like a sweet dude on the internet, usually there's no problem touring with you, because you're not like sleeping in the same bunks. You know,
Right.
you're just on tour, and so, you know, it should be a good time. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be rad. Well, I'm glad you made time to come through here today. Now, my last question for you. I know you did a small stint in the Marine Corps. I moved from North Carolina from a Marine base there, so I got a lot of
Where?
love there. Over at Camp Lejeune.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I went. That's where I was. I actually got sent home because I went to Geiger for my SOI, and that's where I got injured.
So
And
you
they
were a Geiger Tiger.
I was a Geiger Tiger.
Oh,
yeah.
I
Good
love
Lord, I
it.
can't. You know, I tell you, the first time that I heard Geiger Tiger, I'd never heard it. You know, I mean, I'm stationed at Geiger, and I was a boot as you can get, 18 years old, probably 18, and I went to a strip club, and some stripper was like, "Ooh, Geiger Tiger," and I was just like, on one hand, that's hot because the stripper's talking to me and I'm 18, and also that's so irritating. Like, just being, she might as well just walked up and be like, "Aren't you cute?" and just patted me on the head. And like, I just got out of Marine Corps boot camp, and I'm like, it never felt tougher in my life. And then it's just like a stripper from outside of Camp Lejeune in North Carolina just made me feel like that big. And I was like, oh. But yes, I was a Geiger Tiger, yes.
So is there any parallel between the discipline required to be a Marine or any serviceman versus being a musician?
No.
No? None at all?
None at all.
Wow.
There is zero. If you're, you do have to make sure that your chops are together and stuff, but the effort that it takes to practice playing an instrument or practice singing compared to the effort that it takes to be a Marine, they're completely incomparable. Completely. I mean, and because, to be honest with you, being a musician is you're doing something you really like. Even when you're dedicated and really pushing yourself, you're still doing something you like. No one likes sleeping in the rain and eating cold food for 4 days. You know what I mean? No one likes someone yelling in their face, "You're doing it wrong," even when you've done it right. You know what I mean? They're not comparable at all.
Yeah. So. Well, I'm going to let you go because you guys have a show to do.
We do. What time is it?
It is 12:40 right now.
Yeah,
You're taking
I gotta go to work,
at
man.
1:25. It's a tough job.
It is.
Good gracious.
See, exactly.
Good for you.
I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get done here, and I'm gonna walk down there and smoke a cigarette, and then get on stage and jump around and yell. That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by Tucson today. We absolutely love you.
Hey, everyone. This is her first interview, and she did great, and I definitely took it easy.
Yes, thank you so much.
I didn't want to be mean.
Well, yeah, that'll come after we turn off the microphones.
Like always, I'm